so often how tackling has become almost a loss.
Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. Now they've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. 44 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The safety, Jamal Adams, able to break that one up.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
He'll look to throw. And Dwayne Allen on the ground. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
A draw play now, Balaj. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Henry Anderson there on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now they try the right side here. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains, didn't force the ball downfield, picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Nice gain of 8 that time, but it's 2nd and goal. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want...
And he is in! Touchdown, Miami! Kalen Balaj, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Here we go, here we go. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
Come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it.
Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. So that'll back him up 5.
Still 3rd down.
Well, that's a tough, costly penalty, because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. On the delay, it's Balaj. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. That'll make it 4th down after a loss. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a handoff looking right. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. 2nd and 14. He's going to air one out. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
They'll look to throw here. They're complete. This is Albert Wilson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Second and 10. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop. But when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain.
And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
Set, ready. 6 out one. Let's go, D. 46. Pull it now.
Now they try the right side here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's easy work, and it's coming again. Let's go. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. The tackle by Tremaine Johnson.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. They'll set up the screen to Balaj. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Parker. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Let's go.
Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And an alley to run. And he's got this down to the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. They're going to look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right, safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
And this is complete. It's Allen. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Kalen Ballage with his second. And to give this time to the tailback. Avery Williamson, the Jets' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and 8. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenny Stills, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field of their...
Ready. 57 to Mike. All day, every day, any day.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
2nd and 4. And Stills bringing it in. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Moolaz. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, here we go.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. They'll drop to throw. And he finds Stills, complete. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
That's what I do.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10. The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they play the...
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up.
Looking to throw. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins use the short field to their advantage.
Let's go. 18 Gator. 54 Mike. Hey.
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Wide open receiver complete. 27 yards there, a first down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. Now back to throw. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
And the ball is knocked out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. That's complete right around the 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it here. This is Mark Walton. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
I'm scared.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. And he'll give it here to his running back. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Going to give this time to the tailback. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this third down. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Dolphins, they'll take them where they can get them right about now. So victory moves their record to 2-11 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on E.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. The numbers on the ground last week for Ballage. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch tight, tight is right. Watch tight, tight is right.
2nd and 6. Caught. It's Wilson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Dolphins.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. It's complete. Stills. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Caught by Wilson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
On play action, they'll throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down. They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Right here.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is caught by Allen. Touchdown, Miami. Dwayne Allen, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a... Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. He'll look to throw. They're able to locate Wilson. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. His tight end, Dwayne Allen, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on